So I don't know what you're doing right now, but I seriously recommend that you go grab a chair, sit on it and just watch the rest of this video, because there's a lot to talk about in this video. And before I start talking, I want you to show something special. Just watch it. So just take a look at this footage right now and do tell me your honest opinion on what the kind of quality you're seeing from the video footage. Now before we talk about the video, let's take a look at the license plate. Now a clear-cut read of the license plate, in spite of having a non-contrasting colors like the green and the white, you can still make out the plate very easily. Coming to the license plate of the bus, which is about 10 to 15 feet away, a very good read of the license plates, all letters and numbers clearly visible. Now you may ask, what's so special about this? Well, this is not the front camera, this is the rear camera of the VIOFO A229 Pro, which is powered by the Sony Starvis 2 sensor. Yes, this is a rear camera footage, and just take a look at the blueness of the sky, the green of the trees, the yellow of the bus. The colors are just popping, and the HDR supported rear camera is giving a real run for the money for most of the front dash cameras which are available in the market today. So finally, there's a dash camera where we don't have to compromise on the quality of the rear camera. Well, most of the dual channel cameras which we have seen till date, there is a compromise on the quality factor in either one or the other aspect, and the companies tend to focus more on the front camera and leave the rear camera out for a bit. Well, in this dash camera, that is not the case, because both the front and the rear camera are powered by the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, the latest sensor released by Sony, which works exceptionally well in low light conditions. You've already seen the videos, my previous videos, wherein I have specifically shown you how good the Starvis 2 sensor is. So in this particular video, I'll be showing the VIOFO A229 Pro triple channel dash camera. Yes, you also get this in a dual channel variant as well, that is front and the back. But if you want some extra coverage, you want to record the cabin as well, you get the triple channel variant where you have an additional interior cam, which is again powered by the Starvis sensor, not the Starvis 2, but the previous Starvis sensor, which is again very good and more than enough for recording the interior of your cabin. So along with the Pro model, you also get a Plus model, which is the A229 Plus, and even the Plus model gets two variants, a dual channel and a triple channel variant. Well, the entire feature list of both these dash cameras, the Pro variant and the Plus variant, is exactly the same, but the only difference comes in the resolution of the front camera. The Pro version sports a 4K resolution for the front camera, whereas the Plus version sports a 2K resolution for the front cam. So bringing down the resolution of the front cam also brings down the price. So if you find the 4K variant to be a bit pricey for your liking, you can also go ahead and select the Plus variant with a 2K resolution accompanied by dual Starvis 2 sensors. So what's going to be the price difference between these two variants? Well, watch the rest of the video to find out. Now, is there anything this dash cam cannot do? Well, I'm really trying to find that out and haven't been able to find anything yet. So let's jump in to show you the detailed unboxing of this dash camera and show you what you're going to get inside the box, and follow it up by showing you all the features this dash camera has for the money you're paying for it. So let's not waste any time and let's get started. So here is the box pack of the VIOFO A229 Pro triple channel dash cam. So as you can see, on front you have this big front dash camera with a 2.4-inch screen. You have this rear camera and the interior camera. The pictures of all three cameras has been given straight up on the box. You also find the 4K HDR logo and the Starvis 2 logo. And they have specifically said here that it comes with Sony Starvis 2 image sensors for front and the rear dash cam. So that's an amazing thing. So let's take a look at the side. So at first they have said this is a 4K Ultra HD front cam with a Quad HD rear camera and a Full HD interior camera. They have a Sony Starvis 2 image sensors, built-in Wi-Fi of 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. So dual band Wi-Fi is supported. Along with that, it is HDR in all three cameras, that is front, rear and interior. You have voice control and notifications. Now many people find this very useful. You also have a 2.4-inch HD screen. There is a parking mode, which I think is one of the most advanced parking modes I have seen in a dash cam. And lastly, they have specified the feature that this supports GPS. So at the back of the box, they have again provided some specifications. Let's take a look at that. So this is a 3-channel recording, 4K UHD front camera, 2K QHD rear camera, and a 1080p Full HD interior camera. The Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 and IMX675 image sensors for the front and the rear camera. It supports smart voice control, built-in dual band Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5 GHz, built-in GPS logger, also voice notification in multiple languages, supports advanced parking mode, and supports microSD cards up to 512 GB. On the other side of the box, they have provided the QR code for downloading the VIOFO app for both Apple App Store and Google Play Store. So as soon as you open up, you have this VIOFO branding on top of a white box. So let's open this up. So as soon as you open up, you find this thin sheet which gives you details about the dash cam cable wiring. So it indicates which port goes where and which wire plugs in where. So it might be confusing for someone who is doing this for the first time. So they have provided a detailed guide about this. So let's keep this aside for now. So here are the cameras. So first of all, let's take a look at the front camera, the 4K Ultra HD camera with the Sony Starvis 2 sensor. More or less quite resembles the VIOFO Mini 2, I think. So as you can see, here is the comparison. So this is a VIOFO Mini 2 on my right, and this is the A229 Pro. Except for the small form factor of the Mini 2, more or less looks pretty much the same. Even on the right, as you can see, there is a reset slot here and there is a slot for the rear camera. A similar design again can be found on the Mini 2. Now at the back, you have this HD screen with all the buttons and the indicators similar to what the Mini 2 has. On the other side, again, you find a microSD card slot and the interior camera port along with some ventilation holes. Again, very much similar to the VIOFO Mini 2. So in terms of design, it actually resembles the Mini 2 a lot, but it's slightly bigger in size. And here you find the 3M sticker tape, and along with this is the integrated GPS module of the camera. And this camera again, I think it rotates about, so should I say this is about 90 degrees? Yes, it does make a prominent clicking sound when it does so, and it does rotate up and down. So let's keep this camera here and dive down into the box. So here is the rear camera, which again comes with a Starvis 2 IMX675 sensor. You have this V out port on one side, there's nothing else on the other side. And let's see, yes, this rotates 360 degrees, which means you can rotate it to any angle you want, and even you can record the cabin from the rear of the car if that's what you intend to do. Let's keep this here. Now let's take a look at the interior camera. So here is the interior cam, and straight away you can see the difference because you don't find any infrared lights on the rear camera, but on the interior cam, as you can see, there are 4 specific IR lights. So this will help light up the cabin at night. You won't be able to see this light, but the infrared sensors will pick up that light and record the action happening inside the cabin even during complete darkness. So this is the specialty of the interior camera. You have some documentation work. So as you can see, here is a professional customer service card from VIOFO. They have given details of their website, their email address, their phone and WhatsApp support number, and a live chat also. At the back, they have provided some info regarding wiring of the camera and regarding product registration. So this is also a very important thing. You can take a look at that. Then you find 2 electrostatic stickers. You can use them according to your convenience. So let's keep them here. You have this A229 Pro user manual, which again will be very useful for someone who wants to take a deeper look into all the technical specifications, the installation method and everything. So let's keep this here. And finally, you have this read before installation card, which we have seen in many of the VIOFO cameras. So this provides some important information. Do check it out before installing the camera. So following this, I think this is a data transfer cable which they have provided. You have this USB type A connector at one end and a type C connector. This is a short length wire. So this definitely is, I think, a data connection cable. So let's keep this here. Then you have the 12-volt car charger provided here along with the main power cable for the dash cam. Let's keep it here. And here is a small cable. I think this is probably for the interior dash cam. So let's keep this here. the last wire present in the box, quite a thick wire, and I think this goes for the rear camera. As you can see, here is a Type-C port for the rear camera and a Type-C port for the main unit. So I'm running out of space to keep this on my table, so many things inside the box. You also find a CPL filter right within the box. So that's amazing, because in one of my previous videos I have mentioned how important CPL filters are for the dash cams. So they've provided right one in the box, so that's a very cool thing. Following this, you have this wiring crowbar or the installation tool, which will help you take out or uplift the beading of the car in order to complete the wiring process. So where should I keep this? I'm running out of space, so fine, that's here. And as the last item in the box, you have this additional 3M stickers, extra 3M stickers, just in case if you need to change the position of the dash camera or by some way you damage the original sticker. You have one for the front cam, one for the interior cam, and one for the rear cam each. So these stickers will also be useful in the long run if you keep them safely. Let's keep them here right now. Okay, so these are all the things which you get in the box for the A229 Pro dash cam. So coming to the most important aspect, that is the price. The A229 Pro comes in two different variants, and the dual channel variant of this dashcam comes around the price of 35,000 rupees, and the triple channel variant, which I'm showing you in this video, comes at a price of around 40,000 rupees. So the triple channel variant of the A229 Plus comes at a price of about 31,000 rupees. The dual channel variant of the A229 Plus comes at a price of about 26,000 rupees. Taking a look at the resolution and the sensors, the front camera supports a resolution of 4K with the Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 1/1.8" sensor. The rear camera has a resolution of 2K coupled with the Starvis 2 IMX675 1/2.8" sensor. The interior camera supports full HD resolution with the Starvis IMX307 sensor coupled with 4 infrared LED lights and 1 infrared light sensor. There is HDR support for all the 3 dash cameras, that is front, rear and interior. Coming to the resolution combinations this camera provides, the front camera can support a resolution of 2160p at 30 frames per second coupled with a 1440p of the rear camera and a 1080p 30 fps of the interior camera. It also can support 2160p 30 fps for the front, 1080p 30 fps for the rear and a 1080p 30 fps for the interior. It also can come down to a 1440p 30 fps for the front, 1440p 30 fps for the rear and a 1080p resolution for the interior dashcam. It also can come down even less to a full HD resolution, that is 1080p 30 fps for the front camera, 1080p 30 fps for the rear camera and a 1080p 30 fps for the interior camera. Along with that, the front camera has a f1.8 aperture with a field of view of 140 degrees. The rear camera has a f1.9 aperture with a field of view of 160 degrees. So that's coupled together to form 300-degree range around the car. The interior camera has a f1.8 aperture with a field of view of 150 degrees. Coming to the important features, now this dash camera supports voice controls and notifications as well. It has the ultra fast 5 GHz Wi-Fi network for faster data transfer. It also supports one of the most advanced parking modes, which includes auto event detection based on G sensor and motion sensor. It also has time-lapse recording and low bitrate recording. It also supports loop recording and auto emergency lock. It has this ultra precise GPS with a quad mode GPS module supporting various satellite connections such as GPS, Beidou, Galileo and GLONASS. You get a circular polarizing lens, the CPL filter lens within the box, and you don't need to purchase it separately. You get a 2.4-inch HD screen on the camera for photo and video preview. You also get a Bluetooth remote control for this camera, which is an optional purchase. You can purchase it later if you want it. This camera has a built-in super capacitor, and this also supports memory cards up to 512 GB. Do note that the memory card is not provided within the box and you need to purchase it separately. So that was a long detailed unboxing video, also showing you the most important features that this dash camera has. It's safe to say this is the first and the only dash camera in the world which has dual Starvis 2 sensors as of now, but I think most of the other companies will follow suit sooner or later and will be giving us Starvis 2 enabled dash cameras pretty soon. Let me just go ahead and show you a video sample from the front camera and the interior camera so that to get a more better idea of what this camera is capable of. Taking a look at the video sample from the front camera, the 4K supported camera. Now the vehicle in front of me is about 20 to 25 feet away, and if I just zoom in on the plate, a very good read of the number plate, although slightly blurred out because of the zoomed in factor, but at a distance of 25 feet you are able to make out each letter and number very easily, and this is something very exceptional and very incredible by this camera. If I take a look at the license plate at a very close range, and if I just zoom in, now this is by far one of the best license plate reads I have seen till date. You can even make out the IND numbering on the left side of the plate. Now this camera is able to bring out all the smallest details and give you a sharp and a crisp license plate read. Now if I just go ahead and zoom out, now can you see the IND plate right now? You cannot, right? That's the power of this camera. 4K resolution, HDR combined with the Starvis 2. Well, I think the footage is definitely more sharper than what the rear camera footage showed you, but overall the picture quality is absolutely incredible, and I am very impressed with the kind of quality this camera is providing, and definitely this camera stands top at the list of one of the best dash cameras which are available in the world right now. Now taking a look at the interior camera, now this is a full HD 30 FPS camera. Now can you see the video quality in this? The clarity, the sharpness, the color saturation, everything is so well balanced and so crisp, and the performance of this camera is definitely unrivaled. So is this the best dash camera in the world? Well, you have to answer that. The kind of build quality, the performance, the video quality this dash camera is providing, along with giving you a path-breaking dual Starvis 2 sensor along with the previous Starvis sensor for the interior camera as well in the triple channel variant, this camera is definitely breaking new ground and forging new pathways. So if you are interested in purchasing this dashcam, the dual or the triple channel variant, the links to purchase it is provided in the description below. Also, if you do have any queries or doubts regarding this, you can write that down in the comments and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Now as a follow-up to this video, I'll be bringing up a detailed video quality review of all the three cameras, the front, interior and the rear, showing you the daytime sample, the night sample, the license plate readability, and especially the performance of the Starvis 2 sensor front and rear. All this will be covered up in the follow-up video, and that is going to be very important video which you should not definitely miss. And if you want to make sure of that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. And also do not forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So this was a video which I was waiting to do for a long time. Not because I knew about this camera, but because I expected a dash camera to come to the market which provides such exceptional performance and caters to all the needs and expectations a person has while buying a dash camera. I think VIOFO has done a really good job. They've kept the thinking out of the box, they've done something new, and they've done something very pioneering which deserves some respect. So this was the video for today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.